Have you ever tried kefir? It's kind of like a sour cream, a tart tasting yogurt. It's a great source of protein and you can get it at the grocery store, but it's really easy to make yourself. I ordered some milk kefir grains and I make it at home in a jar. What you need, you can order I ordered my grains on Amazon and you activate them with milk. I use organic 2% milk in mine, and you just pour the milk in. I don't usually measure. Pour the milk in your jar. That's about as much as I usually make. Put the lid on. This is a plastic lid so it allows it to breathe. The kefir is a living organism and it feeds off of the milk that you have here to make the thicker consistency of kefir. Normally when it's finished, I make it with berries. I add maybe a little bit of honey, cinnamon, and it's a great snack similar to yogurt. Or you can put it in your smoothie to give it a little bit of thickness. Depending on how long you let it sit in the jar, the thicker that it will get. The most I usually leave it in the jar is about 3 days. After that point, it starts getting really tart. So I usually put, this is dry erase on the top, I usually put what day and time that I took out the kefir and traded it out so that I know when I need to go back and empty it. So here's an update on the kefir. I put it in yesterday at Thursday at 4 p.m. and you can see it's still quite milky. So at this point it would be okay to use in a smoothie, or I guess you could kind of drink it, but I'm gonna stir it up a little bit and it will thicken, and then I'll check it tomorrow because I like to eat it like yogurt. So I've let my milk kefir sit out for several days to make it thicken in my jar, and I am going to put it in, I'm going to strain it to get the kefir out of this because it doesn't have a filter like my other water kefir. And then I'm going to mix it with berries. I have some berries here that I'm going to put it with. Some chia flax blend, some cinnamon, and probably some vanilla, and eat it like yogurt. So you have to have, if you don't have a little box that holds the grains, you have to have a strainer so that when you pour the kefir out, you collect the grains for reuse. So it seems like it's a pretty good consistency. I usually rinse out the jar in between each serving, and then I'm just gonna kind of stir it through the filter so that my kefir grains are collected in the strainer and the kefir is in with the berries.
The red stuff. The red berries. And then the white stuff.
So what's left in the strainer is your kefir grains for reuse that I'll mix with my water for the next batch. Or, I'm sorry, I'll mix it with the milk for the next batch.